Hi children, good morning all of you. In our previous class, we have studied about Thomson model. What is Thomson model? Thomson proposed that atom is consisting of electrons and protons. At the time, neutrons are not discovered. So both are present inside the atom. How they were arranged? What he proposed? The entire protons means positive charge spread all over the atom, whereas electrons are embedded. He compared his model with watermelon, or it is also known as plum pudding model. The drawback is it do not explain the results of the Rutherford model. So it was actually it is incorrect. It was taken. Now what is Rutherford model? What he did? Actually Rutherford wants to prove what Thomson told. For that, because Thomson there is no experiment, simply has thinking and he told something about it, logically think and tell. But experiment is not there. So for that Rutherford started an experiment and he want to conduct to prove what he told. For that he has taken some items. It is known as gold foil experiment. Rutherford's gold foil experiment. In this experiment he needs, one is gold foil, other one is alpha particles. He selected gold foil and another one is alpha particles. So why gold foil is taken? Gold foil is highly malleable. We can make it very thin sheets. The thin sheet is around about having 1000 atoms of thickness. Very thin sheet is possible by using gold sheet. So he has selected gold sheet. And next one is alpha particles. What are alpha particles? Alpha particles are nothing but helium particles. Their mass is taken as 4 units. So if mass is 4 units and charge is 2 plus, they are nothing but helium ions. Alpha particles are nothing but helium ions, helium 2 plus particles. With 2 plus means 2 electrons lost, only 2 plus is there, and with 4 units mass. These alpha particles can be obtained from the radioactive substances. Radioactivity means generally the particles are atoms which can decay on their own, can be taken as natural radioactivity. Simply if you take uranium, radium, etc., they will decay continuously some light. That light is nothing but alpha particles, beta particles or gamma rays. That is a separate part. But alpha particles we can obtain from the radioactive substance. So those alpha particles he has chosen. Why alpha particles chosen? Because their mass is 4 units, heavy mass, and charge is 2 plus. So what the Thomson told, the total atom is made up of or completely filled with positive charge. If we pass this positive charge, this alpha particle also positive charge and positive charge should repel totally. If it repels, what Thomson told, that is correct. Total atom is having positive charge. We are pausing the helium atoms. It is also having positive charge. Positive charge will repel. So the atoms the particles should come back. In thinking so, he has selected the alpha particles. Why it is having 4 units? It is somewhat heavily mass, so it can go through the atom also if necessary. So for this he has taken one gold foil and other one is alpha particles. It was expected that alpha particles would be deflected by the subatomic particles in the gold atoms. Since alpha particles were much heavier than the protons, he did not expect to see large deflections. That in thinking in such a way, he started his experiment. See, this is the gold foil experiment. Now see, this is the gold foil. This is gold foil, thin sheet consisting of atoms. It's a model again, this one, consisting of atoms. Its thickness is around about very thin sheet, even then also it is having some 1000 atoms. Okay. See, surrounding this, one screen is there. One screen is there here, see. It is a fluorescent screen. Fluorescent. It will indicate whether electrons are coming out or not. And here see, it is the lead chamber. It is a lead chamber. Here some radioactive element will be there that will decay alpha particles. So particles are moving in this direction. Particles are moving. It is a lead chamber having radioactive substance. We are releasing alpha particles. A screen will be there only to allow alpha particles. The remaining particles cannot go. So what is done? He has taken one gold foil. Surrounding one screen is there, that is a detector. Surrounding one screen is there to detect these alpha particles. And alpha particles are coming here. This is experiment. In other way, this also you can see like that. The atoms and particles are going. What he expected, all particles may be deflected back because according to Thomson, positive charge is totally spread the atom. So thinking in that way, he started his experiment. So what he observed, what is concrete, what is his model, under three headings we will discuss now. This is the experiment. Gold foil, fluorescent screen. If alpha particle come and attack here on the screen, it will glow, indicate that alpha particle is coming like this. See, here in this place you will get glow. If particle hits here, if particle hit here, you will get here glow. If particle hit here, you will get glow. Means this fluorescent screen will show where the alpha particles are attacked on this screen can identify. So for that it was screen is arranged, and this is the simply detector we can say. You can count also how many are there. So what it may be. So this experiment he started, and what he observed, what he concluded, what is model, you have to one by one you have to check it. What Rutherford observed from this experiment? Most of the fast moving alpha particles pass straight to the gold foil. See here most of the particles, here also see most of the particles are passing through the gold foil without showing any deflection. First observation, most of the particles are passing through straight away through the atoms. Most of the particles. First observation. Second observation, very few particles showing some deflection. Very few particles are showing small deflections. Small deflections. Very few are showing small deflections. 1 out of 20,000 particles is exactly bounced back again. Exactly bounced back. Very few particles are showing small deflections. Very few. One particle out of 20,000 particles bounced back, means in the same direction coming back. Three observations he made it. What is the first observation? Many particles are passing through the atom. What is second observation? Very few particles are showing some deflection. What is third observation? 1 out of 20,000 particles bounced back, exactly in the same direction coming back. These three observations he made doing his experiment. So based on these observations, what he concluded? What is the first observation? Most of the particles are passing through the atom. Indicates that most of the atom is empty. Most of the space inside the atom is empty. Based on what? Because alpha particles are passing through directly without getting any deflection. Based on this part, it was observed that, identified that the space is, more space is there inside the atom. What is second one? Very few particles getting deflected. Indicates that because we are passing helium particles, helium 2 plus particles. So inside also there may be positive charge. The particles which are passing nearby positive charge getting deflected. So that means the positive charge is only in one place. So all the entire positive charge is not in the all over the atom. The entire positive charge is only in one place. So from nearby the positive charge very atom particle is going, that is showing deflected. Very few particles were deflected from their path, indicating indicating that the positive charge of the atom occupies very little space. What is third observation? Third one is 1 out of 20,000 is bounced back. That indicates that entire mass will be in one place. So when automatically attack that one, it cannot go through it coming back. See, a very small fraction of a particles were deflected by 180 degrees angle, means exactly coming back. Again, that all the positive charge and mass of the gold atom were concentrated in a very small volume within the atom. Very small place. The entire positive charge and entire mass is very small place it is there. That was conclusion. So what the Thomson told, entirely positive charge is all over the atom. But here positive charge is only in between in the center of the place. So what Thomson told is wrong. So based on the Goldberg model, we can say that the positive charge and the mass is only in the center. So now what is his model? Based on his conclusions, based on his observations, what he proposed, what the model, what is that model? See, there is a positive charge center in an atom and it was called as nucleus. First point, his model, first he proposed his model. The entire positive charge is at the center and the center is named as nucleus by Rutherford only. This name was given as by the nucleus. So in nucleus, the entire positive charge is there, mass is there. Next, nearly all the mass of the atom resides in the nucleus, entire mass resides in the nucleus. Now size. Size of the nucleus is very small as compared to the size of the atom. See, suppose if you take one spot, maybe a ball you imagine, one cricket ball you imagine it. That cricket ball is maybe taken as a center, having positive charge. Imagine a circle with 10 power 5 kilometers, 10 power 5 times of the radius of the ball. You take, just imagine. Suppose you take it is 1 meter, 10 power 5 meters radius circle, you just imagine how much distance you will get it. That much of the size of the atom. So atom size is 10 power 5 times to the size of the nucleus. So nucleus only having positive charge, mass, and the remaining place is totally empty. And he proposed that electrons are present in that empty place. So nucleus may be small one. From this part, 10 power 5 meters range you can consider. That is a totally empty place. In that empty place, electrons are present. That is proposed by Rutherford. Moreover, those electrons are revolving around the nucleus, like the planets revolving around the sun. That is his proposal. First proposal, he proposed that there is a center named as nucleus consisting of mass and the charge. Second one is electrons are revolving around the nucleus in such a way that the planets are revolving around the sun. These three things. Third one is the size of the nucleus is very small when you compare the atom's size. These 3 points indicates the proposal of the Rutherford, how it will be. Electrons are outside the nucleus and in nucleus the protons are there. Now, here one more point. The mass of the atom, because already we have discussed about electrons are negligible mass, protons having 1 unit mass, but whatever the mass we calculated from other sources is not tallying the number of protons. Suppose protons are 7 in an atom, but mass is getting 14. Or if you take the mass, protons are 11, the mass is obtained as 23. Why the masses are not tallying? Indicating that there may be some other particles inside. Later, Chadwick, another scientist, discovered the neutron, where it does not have any charge and also having the mass same as proton. Neutrons are discovered, neutrally charged particles named as neutrons are discovered, also present in the center because the entire mass is in the center. So these are also having the mass equal to the protons, but actually the mass of the neutron is slightly greater than the mass of the proton, but it is equal to 1 unit. Neutron's charge is 0 and the mass is taken as 1 unit, and this mass is nothing but the sum of protons. So all together present in the nucleus. So in nucleus what are the present now? protons are there, neutrons are there. These two are known as nucleons. Protons and neutrons together named as nucleons present in the nucleus. Electrons are outside the nucleus, and electrons, protons and neutrons named as subatomic particles. So inside the atom now we have three particles. One is electrons, other one is protons, third one is neutrons, all together present inside the atom. So hereafter we have discussed about all the three atoms, three particles, protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. Electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So this is the model now. This model, center named as nucleus, entire mass is present in the nucleus, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the circular paths. Next, what is the drawback of this model? Drawback of this model means some problem is there in this model also. See, the stability. Atoms are stable. They do not destroy on their own. Their stability is not explained by the Rutherford model, because if the charged particle is revolving around the nucleus in circular paths, see, if you just imagine the solar system, around the sun, planets are revolving continuously. In this case, solar doesn't have any charge, so sun doesn't have any charge, planets doesn't have any charge. So neutral, all those things, they are continuously rotating. But in this case, positive charge in the center, electrons are having negative charge outside, they are revolving. There will be some attraction force between these two. So while revolving, these electrons will be attracted by the nucleus, so they do not revolve around the nucleus continuously. While revolving, generally when charged particles are revolving, they will get accelerated and their path will sink, spiral shape will get it. Slowly the path will sink. At a particular stage, it may fall into the nucleus and that atom should be destroyed. But it is not happening. Atoms are present. We are having our various substances. They are not getting destroyed on their own. But this theory is showing that the atom should be destroyed, because electrically negatively charged particles will get accelerated and their path will shrink. Originally it should be a circular shape, but the path will shrink. Slowly the path will shrink and at last it should come and fall into the nucleus where the atom should be destroyed, but it is not happening. So this theory also wrong, because he is unable to explain this instability. This indicates unstable, but atoms are stable. It is not explained. It did not explain why electrons do not lose energy and fall into the nucleus. It is actually it should happen, but not happening. According to the theory, according to static electricity, they should fall here, but not falling. It is existing. That was not explained by the Rutherford. Did not explain energy source of electrons to revolve around the nucleus. From where they are getting energy to revolve it, also not explained. So for that, modification is required. So Thomson model having drawback and covered by Rutherford. Now Rutherford model having drawback should be covered by some other scientist, that is the next Bohr model.